Your car burns fuel every second you drive it, yet most of that energy is instantly wasted as heat and noise. At the same time, a silent electric car can out-accelerate supercars without burning a single drop of fuel. That's not magic, it's engineering. For over 100 years, gas cars dominated the world, using controlled explosions under the hood. But today, electricity is rewriting the rules of motion. Electric cars don't roar, they glide, and they're changing how speed, efficiency, and power really work. So, how did explosions become the standard? Why are motors replacing engines? And when did the shift truly begin? In the next few minutes, you'll see exactly how electric cars work, how they compare to gas cars, and why the future of driving is already here. You might be surprised to know that electric cars actually existed before gas cars. They disappeared mainly because batteries were expensive and inefficient back then. But today, with advanced lithium-ion batteries and renewable energy growth, electric vehicles are making a powerful comeback. That's why companies like Tesla and traditional automakers alike are investing heavily in electric technology. Every time you press the accelerator in a gas car, hundreds of tiny explosions happen under the hood. Fuel mixes with air, ignites, and creates controlled blasts that push pistons up and down. These pistons turn a crankshaft, which eventually turns the wheels. This system, known as the internal combustion engine, was invented in the late 1800s and has dominated roads for over 100 years. But here's the shocking truth. Only about 25 to 30% of the fuel's energy actually moves the car. The rest is wasted as heat, noise, and friction. Electric cars are most widely used in countries that strongly support clean energy and sustainable transportation. Norway leads the world, where electric vehicles make up the majority of new car sales due to tax exemptions and charging infrastructure. China follows closely, being the largest electric car market globally, driven by government incentives and domestic EV manufacturers. The United States has rapidly increased EV adoption, especially in states like California. Germany and the Netherlands are leading EV users in Europe, supported by strict emission laws and subsidies. Other major EV-using countries include United Kingdom, France, Sweden, Canada, and South Korea, all investing heavily in charging networks and electric incentives. Electric cars, on the other hand, operate in a completely different and far more efficient way. Instead of relying on fuel explosions and complex mechanical movements, they are powered entirely by electricity. An electric vehicle mainly consists of three core components: a high-capacity battery that stores energy, an inverter that controls the power flow, and an electric motor that turns energy into motion. When you press the accelerator, electricity instantly travels from the battery through the inverter to the motor, which begins spinning immediately and transfers power directly to the wheels. There is no engine warm-up, no gear shifting delay, and no fuel combustion involved. Because electric motors deliver maximum torque from the very first second, electric cars feel incredibly smooth, quiet, and responsive. This instant power delivery is what makes electric vehicles accelerate so quickly and effortlessly, creating a driving experience that feels both futuristic and powerful. When we compare electric cars to gas cars, the differences become very clear. Gas-powered vehicles rely on internal combustion engines with hundreds of moving parts working together. They require frequent oil changes, regular engine maintenance, and a constant supply of fuel to operate. Over time, this increases maintenance costs and mechanical wear. Electric cars, in contrast, use a much simpler system with far fewer moving parts. They do not need oil changes, have minimal maintenance requirements, and operate using stored electricity from a battery. This simpler design reduces breakdowns, lowers long-term ownership costs, and delivers much higher energy efficiency compared to traditional gas cars. The shift to electric cars is driven largely by environmental concerns. Gas vehicles emit carbon dioxide and pollutants that harm air quality and fuel climate change. Electric cars produce zero tailpipe emissions, making cities cleaner and quieter. As renewable energy from solar and wind expands, EVs become increasingly green. This is why nations across Europe, China, and the US are setting firm timelines to phase out gas-powered cars and embrace a cleaner future. One of the biggest concerns people have about electric cars is charging. Filling a gas car takes only a few minutes at a station, but charging an electric car works differently and fits into daily life in a new way. Most electric vehicle owners simply plug in their cars at home overnight, just like charging a smartphone, and wake up to a full battery in the morning. For longer journeys, fast charging stations are available on highways and cities, capable of adding a significant amount of range in just 20 to 40 minutes. So the real question is not how fast you can refuel, but where and when charging naturally fits into your everyday routine. So which one is better? If you want smooth driving, lower maintenance, reduced running costs, and future-ready technology, electric cars are clearly leading the race. Gas cars still have advantages in range and infrastructure, but that gap is closing rapidly. The real question isn't if electric cars will take over, it's when, and that future is already rolling onto our roads. If you enjoyed this breakdown, comment below and tell us, would you switch to an electric car today, or are gas cars still king for you? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious.